Bealtaine, known as Beltane in English, is more than just the month of May in the Irish language. It's an ancient festival from the Celtic calendar, falling between the spring equinox and summer solstice, and it comes on the 1st of May. Along with Imbolc, Lughnasadh and Samhain, better known as Halloween, Bealtaine is one of the 4 main festivals of the Celts. Imbolc welcomes the arrival of spring, Lughnasadh marks the beginning of autumn, and Samhain is celebrated as the Celtic New Year. But Bealtaine holds a very special place in my heart because it heralds the start of the summer, and it brings with it a sense of magic and renewal for all who participate in the traditions. Bealtaine is a time when we celebrate the return of light and life after a long winter. Now you could be wondering, well, what's so special about Bealtaine? It's not just about the welcoming of summer. It's a festival that's really deeply rooted in old folklore and customs. At the heart of Bealtaine lies a really captivating tradition, an Beannachtaí, the bonfire, or as everybody knows it, the bonfire. So just imagine bonfires lighting up the night, sparks flying through the air, and people old and young gathering together to celebrate the start of summer with singing and dancing and storytelling. These fires symbolise the return of the sun. People and their cattle would walk around or sometimes between a couple of bonfires, and sometimes even leap over the embers. The point of that was because the flames, smoke and ashes were believed to burn away illness and evil forces. So it was a way to cleanse and mark a new beginning in the farming year. This was one of the 3 traditional bonfires in Ireland, along with those at the summer solstice and Samhain. When I was a child, the summer solstice bonfire on St. John's Eve was the main one still commonly celebrated around here. And it was such a treat to be able to, stay up until the next day with the neighbours and all the kids, telling stories, playing, dancing around, eating rubbish. In fact, the term bonfire literally means bonfire because bones would often be burnt upon them. The ashes from the fires then would be scattered on the land afterwards. And there was actually some really good sense in this because we now understand that the minerals and compounds that come from bones work really well as a fertiliser for the land. On Oíche Bealtaine on May Eve, all household fires were also ceremonially quenched and then relit with fire from the Bealtaine bonfire. In some parts of the country, green branches were also placed over the doors of homes and stables to keep out the fairies. And speaking of which, it was customary normally to leave presents or gifts of fresh milk and honey or bread for them. And that would serve as a bribe to stop them stealing your milk and butter throughout the year. However, at Bealtaine, it was normally a little bit different. People would tell you really shouldn't give the fairies any offerings on that day because you're only enticing them to take more, and they would go so far as to even sprinkle salt on any milk that was left out to prevent them from stealing it. You see, the fairies, they weren't like Tinkerbell or the Tooth Fairy. These were the East She, and you do not mess with the She. In fact, if anything at all, including the smoke from your fire, left your house at Bealtaine, it could set you up for losses for the entire year ahead. But of course, the month of May, or Bealtaine as we call it in Irish, conjures up colourful images of gorse bushes, primroses, buttercups and marigolds. During the festival of Bealtaine, these flowers were really important to protect against the fairies, who were repulsed apparently by yellow flowers. Children wouldn't only adorn their hair with these flowers, they'd also put them on animals to protect them against malevolent forces and maybe the evil eye. Sometimes, instead of that, they might actually tie a sugan, which was a straw rope around the neck of the cattle, and it would serve the same purpose. You really couldn't be too careful at a time like that, at Bealtaine, when the veil between this world and the other was so thin. Sometimes flowers were also left on neighbours' doorsteps, or they might even be hung above the threshold of a house, or even scattered across the floor. And if you've ever smelled a gorse flower, you'll know its scent really captures the essence of an Irish summer, rain included. But really be careful if you are going picking it, because my goodness, the thorns on them would tear the hands of you. The morning of the 1st of May also presented another really important element. The morning dew of Bealtaine was considered to be supernatural because it was neither rain nor river or ocean. There was even a riddle, and apparently this hid the secret to a youthful complexion. It goes, "I wash my face in water that has never rained nor run, and dry it in a towel that was never wove or spun." So if you want your beautiful skin well into your old age, never mind all the lotions and potions in the chemist, what you need to do is you need to go and wash your face in the dew of the May morning and let it dry in the air. Many of these customs have survived the generations, and Bealtaine remains a really significant part of our cultural heritage. It's a time not only to celebrate the arrival of summer, but also to appreciate nature and to remember our roots. This week I wrote and recorded a really special kind of personal sleep story that I'm hoping will immerse you in these beautiful traditions. I called it Gorse Flowers and Bonfire Sparks, and I promise you a nostalgic journey into the Irish countryside at Bealtaine. So join me on my YouTube channel, The Sleepy Scholar, for this and lots more relaxing stories to help send you off to sleep. So until next time, Beannachtaí na Bealtaine oraibh.